and welcome back to Newfoundland and Labrador Studies 2205. This is Unit 2, The Roots of Our Culture, Section 5, Lesson 9, Video 2, on Innu and Mi'kmaq relations. Firstly, let's talk about Innu relations. In the 1800s, the European presence in Innu territory forever changed their culture. Roman Catholic missionaries marginalized Innu beliefs and set up schools to teach Innu children and to convert them to Christianity. This gave them more control over the Innu population. The Hudson's Bay Company took hold of the territory and persuaded many Innu to disrupt their seasonal round and subsistence hunting to hunt for the fur trade. In Innu tradition, a balance must be maintained among all elements of creation. In fur hunting, that balance was disrupted. The Hudson's Bay Company also gave Innu hunters guns. This made the hunt a more solitary practice and weakened traditional community ties. The Roman Catholic priests opposed their beliefs and spiritual practices, including drum dances. This eroded their traditional practices. With the fur trade dominating their lives, Innu began relying on trade to survive, along with European goods and clothing. The settlers began wearing Innu caribou coats as well. Both of this is an example of transculturation. Now let's talk about Mi'kmaq relations. Mi'kmaq throughout the Atlantic region have had the longest contact with European settlers, trading with the French since initial European contact. Furs were traded for metal tools, blankets, and other manufactured goods. Many Mi'kmaq were converted to Catholicism. When the Beothuk population decreased, Mi'kmaq expanded their trapping and hunting range. Their extensive knowledge of the land was valuable to Europeans, especially for European trappers, postal service, and surveyors. In the 1850s, many Mi'kmaq were employed by the colonial government to survey the route for the telegraph lines across the island. Many continued to be employed by the telegraph service as repair people. As with other indigenous groups, further European settlement eroded Mi'kmaq traditions, beliefs, and territory. Mi'kmaq were forced from many areas on the south coast and forced to permanently settle in Conn River, thus eroding their migratory lifestyle. Many Mi'kmaq women were also married to European settlers, abandoning their traditional homes for wooden houses, with women staying at home with their children while their husbands hunted. Before I finish, I did also want to mention the Southern Labrador Inuit, which is formerly the Labrador Métis. Formerly the Labrador Métis, the Southern Labrador Inuit are the descendants of Inuit women and European men, which we mentioned Inuit women marrying European men in the last video. The Métis combines aspects of European culture with Inuit and Innu culture. This created a unique cultural expression of transculturation. Housing was influenced by Inuit and European culture. Log cabins were built for families, and they built tilts along trap lines. Clothing was a mixture as well. For example, Inuit waterproof sealskin boots were worn in spring and summer, with caribou moccasins in winter. They had a unique tradition of land ownership. Fishing berths were near their homesteads. Trap lines were also respected as personal property and passed from father to son. Most Métis, Southern Labrador Inuit, were non-denominational Christians. Before the late 19th century, services were held in houses with a community member reading from the Bible. Now it's time to review. I'm going to ask you to please complete the activities in Brightspace, and I hope that you have learned something valuable from this lesson.